Okay, I wasn't planning on making this video. This is kind of just a spur of the moment thing. But like, I have to make a video on this. So I just discovered this show called The Red Ape Family. It's a NFT show featuring monkeys. If you guys don't know what an NFT is, it's basically like a string of code that's connected to an art piece, whether that be a drawing or a 3D render or a movie, usually paid with Ethereum, which keeps track of ownership. Usually with like Ethereum, if you were to go buy one of these things, technically you own that piece. However, in its current state, it is really, really, really bad for the environment. Like, really bad. And the current state of NFTs are these things. Simple, cookie-cutter, crudely drawn pieces of art that are frankly just bad. And also, not to mention, currently the people involved with NFTs are not the most savory people. I mean, they get really, really invested in these things to the point where, like, they'll go out of their way to ask you to, like, delete a screenshot. Which, I mean, yeah, you do technically own it, but, like, also at the same time, this is mine now. I own this. So the Red Ape Family show is about like these NFTs stealing NFTs from NFTs. The entire thing was funded by NFTs. And on top of all of that, the show itself is an NFT. I have said NFT way too many times. So I'm just gonna go in and critique the episode itself because there's a lot to talk about. Mainly that it's bad.
Are these Yetis stupid or what? Hey Chunky, hey Chunky.
So from the beginning, it's just terrible because not only are the main characters just ugly, but also there's no consistent art style. Well, I guess the consistency in the art style is that everything is an NFT or related to an NFT, but like, doesn't mean it's good. The animation quality of this pilot is just really, really bad too. They kind of like get you for a sec in this little chase scene. That part looks cool. Literally everything else is garbage. Like there's this one part where these two apes are talking to each other and a spaceship is like coming in from outside, I think. I don't know. They didn't care to animate what it was that was coming outside. They just called it the ride. And they do like this little like shimmy and it's supposed to be like, oh, you know, there's turbulence, it's shaking and stuff like that. But like they don't even like animate the camera. Frankly, it's just really, really bad. And there are multiple instances of just like this weird like lack of quality, which is really strange because, you know, this 8-minute episode is worth like, I think $2 million. And it's like, you seriously couldn't get better animation quality? Who knows? They probably blew the entire budget on that chase scene. Also, the sound editing is just awful. I can do better than this. Like everything feels like disconnected. There are weird moments of silence, like nothing fits. Also, the female ape's voice sounds like it was AI generated.
We're not monkeys. Do you see a tail on my ass?
I think the worst thing about this show though is just how nothing makes sense. If we were to like completely disregard the fact that every character in this is just an NFT in real life, the story doesn't really make sense. There's only like one thing that from the episode itself, if you were just to take this at face value, that makes sense. Basically, this monkey is a badass and he goes and steals a flash drive which has an NFT on it and then they go to Mars. That's basically all you get. If you want to get more context on everything else, you have to go look at the trailer and you have to go to the website. And there's actually like a lot of stuff that you can learn about this. Not useful stuff. So like for the overall like theme, it's like humans are gone, humans kind of messed up. These things I guess don't count as human. I don't know what they are. They're creepy. And because humans like messed up so bad, basically all these other individuals like the lion people and like the apes have to like flee to the moon and Mars. Obviously like that's a reference to stock prices going up, but like they never like tell you this in the actual episode. You just kind of have to know. And there still is like some stuff that they don't even tell you. Like there's a Squid Game reference that doesn't make sense. We don't know why the ape stole the thing. There are these two people on the rooftop that are probably like supposed to be the big bads, but like we know nothing about them. There are also like those like speculative neighbors, the ones that don't trust the red ape family, you know, the kind of like the anti-apes. I don't know. There's also just no context about the family. Like, not only do we not know anything about them except for like the main character, they're not even named in the credits. Actually, if we go to the website, I think we actually get their names. So the main character is Chucky, the female ape is Winky, and it's like, why is this here? You have to actually go to the website in order to learn about this stuff. Wait, hold on. Main character, unknown. The characters in the pilot aren't even the main characters. You can't make this up. So this entire thing is just a shit show. It's trying to be this like adult cartoon with like all the characters swearing every single second of screen time. And then there's Vor. And like, you can just tell that this was only done for the money. Like, you can actually go buy this 8-minute disaster right now if you wanted to. This is obviously meant to be like kind of an advertisement for the current state of NFTs in order to kind of like legitimize it. However, I have a feeling that they might have had a slight oversight about something. So you remember Chucky stole this NFT, right? Winky makes this kind of like passive remark that you know they just put in there in order to say like, hey guys, NFTs are worth it, I swear. She says this.
All you need to know is that it actually is worth more than the entire city of Paris.
Including the Eiffel Tower?
Yes, including the Eiffel Tower.
This NFT is worth more than the entirety of Paris. Okay, that's a really bold claim. Except, I have a suspicion that that means it's worth nothing. Now you might say, Mike, what are you talking about? Paris is like one of the fanciest places in the world. Why would it not be worth anything? You have to remember that they're in their own contained universe. The Earth in this universe is already messed up. People are leaving to the moon and Mars because the Earth is uninhabitable. It's literally on their website page. So already I would expect that Paris would be kind of like a little lower on the value list since it's on a planet that everyone's getting out of. They don't want Paris anymore. On top of that, we have to take a few other things into account. There's this one shot where the family leaves the planet. So if we look at this version of Earth, not only can we see that the land masses are not exactly like they are on our Earth, but there's this orange ring around it, and there are no ice caps. If I were to wager, the reason why people are leaving the Earth is because global warming basically destroyed it. So naturally, flooding probably occurred because all the ice caps melted. Now, Paris is 115 feet above the sea level. And you know, that's actually a fairly large amount. There is a chance that Paris could still exist on this Earth. And with a little more research, I found out that if all the ice caps were to melt, like it looks like in this image, the sea level would rise by nearly 230 feet. Paris would be flooded. It would be completely submerged. Therefore, that means this NFT is canonically worthless. I rest my case.